Hey guys, Languagehacker here. It's been a while since my last Mercenaries video. I spent a bit of time away from Mercenaries because I felt I was burning out. And I finally got some of the new Mercenaries that got released with the Deadmines mini sets leveled to 30. They're not maxed yet. I haven't put in that much time, but I've started to crank out a few ideas with them and see how they're kind of working. And this video is going to be about Cookie. It'll be specifically in another comp that I'm running, but it'll generally highlight why Cookie is useful. So yeah, let's hop right in. All right, now, for those who have been watching my other videos, you'll recognize that this is very similar to a holy comp I was running previously, with Valen Anduin being the main wombo combo, Anduin scaling health, Valen scaling some holy damage, and getting some nice sustain out of that. Mutinous I tried at some point as a taunt to help prevent some of the Samuro openings that would kind of kill Anduin at the start. And added to that is Cookie, one of the new mercenaries from the Deadmines mini sets. We have Karen Diablo on the bench just because it's Karen Diablo, you know the drill. But why is Cookie in here? Well, Cookie has some very not useful abilities. They're a bit of synergy. Let's go through them actually. Fish Feast, deal damage to an enemy. Death Blow, give health to all characters, or friendly characters. Cookie's Cooking, bleed to all enemies. Restore health to friendly Murlocs and pirates. We're not really running Murlocs and pirates, and Mutinous usually dies, so that's not really that useful. And Go Fish. Summon a random fish for your opponent. It's a 0/15 fish beast that's added to their board with a death rattle that benefits you. Some of it is deal AoE to their board, buff your board, heal your board, and there's one other one that I forget. Minor upgrades and whatnot. Equipment, I'm not going to go over all of them, but we're using this one, Appetizers. Start of game, give friendly characters plus whatever health. And I don't have this maxed yet because, again, it takes a lot of time to max mercs from scratch. But I have it leveled up to 3. And this, interestingly enough, may not seem like a lot, but spread out over all of your characters, that's 30 health, which is pretty important. But not only is the total health being added important, the fact that this changes breakpoints in the opening, in your opening, basically. A lot of the builds right now barely get a kill on some of the units at the start. A good example is a Samuro opening with either Zyrella from old school builds or more recent builds, or Natalie Celine with Samuro and Vol'jin is a good turn 1 kill on some comps. And this helps prevent that, adding a bit of extra health to your important units at the start. It helps if they're maxed, obviously, as well, and it helps if this is maxed, but adding a bit of health can definitely mess up the breakpoint so that they don't actually kill your Anduin on 1, which then means that, or your Mutinous, or your Valen, which means that you make it to turn 2 to get off the, Valen's Blessing Holy Nova combo. And in a couple of games that I'll be showing you after we finish this explanation, you'll see that in a few different cases, the extra health from Cookie actually kept my units alive through some of the burst that my opponents had, which is really, really nice. I mean, it's not always relevant in every composition, because if you have if you have a spread of power in your build, it's not really important to keep one unit alive over other stuff. But in comps like these, where the main purpose of the comp is to try and keep Valen Anduin alive, it's very important to help keep them alive by adding extra health to them. And we do have some backup here. Karen Diablo is still a solid way to try and close out the game. But if Valen Anduin stick, the game basically ends. I usually get through the game with Valen Anduin on the board, and that the game ends after that. And a lot of the times, without Cookie, Anduin ends up getting sniped, or Mutinous gets killed round 1, and then Anduin's exposed as well. And I tried some other ways to try and to protect them. But having Cookie it does help some of the breakpoints. That being said, it's not going to change all the breakpoints, and all of this is dependent on how many mercs your opponent has maxed, how many mercs you have maxed. And you don't have to put Cookie in this comp specifically, but if you have a comp that you feel is just out of, just close to being good, but does die to something like a Samuro opener, you could try putting Cookie in. It's going to take a bit of time to get him leveled, but it's already been a few days since actually almost a week now since Deadmines has come out, so you hopefully have, if you're interested, some Cookie coins basically to help you get this. And this is a task 7, so we're going to require a bit of grinding, but this could help put your whatever comp you're running a little bit over the edge, surviving that first turn kill on you, and then being able to execute your game plan. That's really mainly the only reason Cookie is good. With Karen Diablo specifically, adding an extra unit to their board that doesn't have an action means that Diablo gets one extra unit for his Fire Stomp, so it ends up being a lot more damage. So if you need a bit more oomph as well, that's a reason to run Cookie late game. I wouldn't run Cookie for that reason. It's mainly for the appetizers, but it's worth noting that because, you know, sometimes your first unit dies, and you have to rely on Kieran and Diablo to close it out, so this can help a little bit with that. And the buff from the fish isn't bad either. Obviously, leveling these would be useful to help do some extra damage or extra buffs from the fish, but mainly this is the important part. I don't use Cookie too often in the fights unless I'm really down to just my last 3 mercenaries, and at that point, it would be better to have him maxed, but if you're prioritizing something, prioritize the appetizers, because that gives you the most health to work with. Anyways, have fun with Cookie in whatever build you're doing. The next few games are pretty similar to another video I had that have a holy comp, but I don't think that comp had Mutinous in, so this is a little bit different, and you get to see some of the Cookie breakpoints. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, by the way. I'll be shipping mercenary videos less frequently than I have before, because I don't think I can crank out 5, 6, 7 videos a week at this point, because there's not that much new stuff. But I'll try to keep you guys updated on the meta and what I'm kind of doing with the mercenary stuff. Otherwise, there will be some more standard videos for you to check out if that's what you're interested in. Anyways, check out these games, and I'll see you guys next time. Equipment, I have not. I don't know if I should. I feel like the stats are nice, but maybe the take a list. I actually, what task is that? Is this nature? This might be nature. Which task is Mutinous' take less? Because I don't have Mutinous task 7. I have task 2 in the level 31. Yeah, that's true. Confusing fun. Okay, nature. Oh, it's this build. Welcome with me now. Could focus you. But getting that nom nom is nice too, you know? It's a coin flip on... It's actually not a coin flip on the nom. Actually... No, it's still a coin flip on the nom. You know what? Let's do this, actually. This probably needs to die. Nom won't work. If I penance first, it will work. Actually, it won't. It might not. It depends on order and stuff. So because of that, I'm just going for the taunt instead. Going first here was actually bad because it means they get a heal off of Malph's thing. And it also conveniently buffs Anduin. Okay. Well, fortunately I get to do this, which is kind of nice. I could go for a nom now, actually. 13 times 4 is 42. No, 13 times 4 is 52. Holy Nova. There's only one nature. Actually, your things are nature, aren't they? No, 2 of them are nature, but they'll probably go for nature on this turn, which makes you immune. 12 healing plus that. So if I go first, Malph dies. If I go second, Malph doesn't die, which means I have to do this to be safe, which is unfortunate. Oh well. Yeah, I have to nom Malph. I have to try to eat Malph just in case. Arcane Dream comp. Yeah, no, I don't think that's it. Oh, well, we lost the flip there, which was unfortunate. Which means the safety nom was good. The safety nom was good. However, if we had gone first, this attack would have gone somewhere else, which would have been nice. We're in the lead-ish. Their average green will not just kill Valen in one go. So I think Valen plus Anduin beats just Anduin. So it's gonna come down to the bench. I'm pretty sure Munis just dies this turn. But that just buys us a turn to set up another Holy Nova. Yeah, Munis did live on one. There you go. Cookie doing some work. Did I go for an attack? Or just go for taunt? It's unlikely this goes off. Well, it's not... Actually, no, that's not true. Okay, what are you doing? That's a better question. I'm just getting rid of Karen, right? I could start nuking Anduin. Maybe we do just start nuking Anduin, and we don't AoE, so the Holy Nova does less. This is a low damage output comp. Actually, that's absolutely what I should be doing. What are you doing? We can slowly whittle away Anduin, and the red guy, the protectors will die to the Holy Nova stuff anyways. Now we will be slower this turn, but we get Karen coming down. And we can go for the Endurance Aura here. Which is ultimately a coin flip, but that's fine. Or we could take it slow. Does anyone ever die here? No. None of my guys ever die here, so I go for the Stomp instead. Like, even if they speed up their attacks, nothing here is dying. There's just not enough damage. Actually, you know, I mean, I'm already in my turn, but I could consider even not going for Holy Nova here. Just continue going Penance plus the Holy Blast to slowly whittle down Anduin. Because now they're going to get a Diablo down, and that's going to change stuff, because my kill target will change. Okay, this will kill Mukla. I mean, we're still getting damage on Anduin, it's fine. So they have Diablo, and what's the final thing? Oh, they might have Valen as well. Oh, if they have Valen as well, that's not good. But my Valen's already ramped a little bit. They have Endurance Aura, but they're slowed this turn from the Stomp. So what are you doing? I don't actually have a kill on Karen. So their Endurance, their Endurance, no, they want to Stomp this turn. Because Endurance Aura isn't working anyways. I could kill Karen here. I think I just do this though, actually. We kill Diablo, and then they don't have damage dealers anymore. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good game plan. It's not a kill here, but I'll set up for a kill next turn. They go for a Stomp. I could try focusing Anduin, but Anduin's not really a threat right now is the thing. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Now this is never going off, and their Endurance Aura is 3 speed, so it's not worth playing around stuff. I just set up my Stomp for the turn after. They Holy Nova, so you survive. You go up to how much health? 14 plus 19 is 33. This deals 20. I need 13 more damage. Which, this will be good enough. So if you're going Endurance, you might not even go Endurance Aura, but if you don't go Endurance Aura, you risk me you risk me going Endurance Aura. You go for a punch. So you deal 48 plus 10, 58, even with a punch, 58 plus 18. Okay, yeah. So they would have to go for Ancestral Uppercut. If they go for Ancestral Uppercut on Valen, Valen will die. But it's kind of risky. I think it's more likely to go for the taunt. So I think I do go for the Stomp. But we'll Stomp last. We want this to happen first. Okay. This is where they could change their game plan, and that could be problematic for me. But I think they're going to go for the taunts, which will not kill anything, even though it will do damage. We kill on the backswing. Okay. I think we win from here. Nice. Yeah, even if they throw in Valen, we have so much spell damage at this point. Nice. That was a cool game, actually. Dun, dun, dun. Maybe I should be going for the ticklish damage thing. Wow, I haven't seen this open in a while. Kappa. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm gonna expect them to Shadow Surge my Mutinous. What do you have? Supposed to 66 damage. This 66 is a lot of damage, unfortunately. Let's do this. We went for the debate. Because they're going to try to slow us for next turn, but now we have full speed taunts. We can go for the Wombo combo here. We're safe. I was losing to this before Cookie came out because well, not because of the Cookie health, but because of the Shadow Surge causing issues. Okay. I think we throw in Karen here. Karen will clean that up. Well, half the time. Actually, doesn't Penance just kill that? Penance does kill that. Unless they go for a Light Beam. They have 2 red and a green left. So it's like, what? Rag, Karen, Diablo? I don't know. This seems fine. It's also a taunt to protect them in case they do try to go for a kill. That's not good. This looks like a coin flip situation. I could go for Salvation to help against that, but I don't think I do. Do I even care about you? The taunt just makes it much safer. Stomp means that when Diablo comes down, it's going to do less damage, though. So let's say they do go for speed. They went Anathema last turn, so they actually don't do that much damage. 10 damage. Thing is, this does a lot. Yeah, that does way too much. That does kill Anduin if I don't go for the taunt. Which is unfortunate. Which means from their perspective, they should go for the stomp, because I have to go for this. Yeah. Oh, they went for the taunt. Okay. They went for the coin flip. The thing is, I don't know if they were supposed to do that. For me, I have to do this, because if I risk the stomp and then go for the taunt, I lose Anduin and the game is over. So I have to do this. But I guess they could, I mean, again, it comes down to mind game. Really went Brag here over Diablo? Okay. This is going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, I mean, that wiped out the rag. They did some counter damage, but definitely not enough. Okay. I mean, that worked out.